If you're looking to change the font on the site, where you need to go is Styles. And then coming into fonts, so you can either click on this left-hand side and it will give you some initial suggestions of different things to do, or you can obviously hit customize. That will get you here as well as clicking on this side. And then this is where you can start to change things. So there are different packs that you could pick from that are suggestions. Again, you can see things just changing place in real time over here. Or should you want to change it yourself, then you can just come into this side and be able to browse and just type in things, or just scroll up and down and see what different things go and look like. You've got this, but then what it often does is it defaults it to be the thinnest weight. You can then just come into here and up it. This then ups the thickness of the font over here. And then you've got a whole heap of controls. So you can either move the slider around and see that going, or you can click in and type the number as well. If I wanted this to be 1.1, press enter, then I've got this. Just noting that things like this, if you start to make it really small, then things will start to overlap and then you won't help yourself in the future because things will have been a bit too tight. So I often like to keep this between like 1.2 and 1.4. So that's like a nice happy place to be in. Again, with all of this, you can use the slider or you can then click and type in. I tend just to leave this information on the side here alone. Then with paragraphs, so this is then the body text itself that's appearing here. Again, I can then come in and do all the different same controls. Finally, with buttons, we've got 3 different types of buttons. So clicking into this, obviously just go and swap things over and just work your way down the list. And then finally, things like miscellaneous. So this is just other things around the site that might pick up some of these fonts. And then finally, some of these end up referencing the same type of fonts, but you can come in and override it. So see, this one has custom. I could then either leave it as custom or I could get it to follow one of these other things that I've set around the site. And then you can just work your way down here. If you're not happy and you've just made a mess, then you can just hit reset. So you've got that. And then finally, I just tend to leave this by itself. The reason being is that this will end up scaling the fonts, whether it's on mobile or on desktop, and it just gives you a good base to be in. So there we go.